Hey there, it's Mandy from Designer Chameleon, and today I'm going to be going over my planner lineup for 2026. And I'm really excited about it because it's always fun, obviously, to go into your new planner lineup and start the new year fresh. But I am changing absolutely everything in my lineup, which makes it such a fresh start and so exciting and different. So that's why I'm looking forward to it a little bit extra this year. So since I am changing everything, before we go into the new, I think we should take a quick look at what I had for 2025 and what I'm replacing. So this is my big happy planner from 2025. It is a dashboard layout. And you can see, here's a spread from a couple of weeks ago. Um, This one's from vacation, but I just really love this collection. In case you're new to my channel or you're not very familiar with me, I am an artist and I draw all of my own stickers and I sell them in my sticker shop. So I'm particularly fond of this collection, even though I was on vacation most of this week. But I have actually stuck with this planner all of 2025, the entire year, which doesn't happen often. I also had a couple of other things in my lineup, but everything fell off except this planner. So 2025, big happy planner, dashboard layout. 2026, everything new. The first piece of my lineup for 2026 is this daily planner from Plum Paper. It is fully customized. So that's one of the really fun things about using Plum Paper is you can obviously buy something put together, but you can customize absolutely everything. So I got to pick this cover, which has sort of like an agate or I don't know, like a gem sort of motif to it. I decided to put the year in the middle. I did a coil and I went with gold. Even though I'm definitely more of a silver person, I went with gold because I thought it matched the cover a lot better. This is classic size. So you have sort of a dashboard here to start. Then on your monthly spreads, I did opt to have lines because I'm one of those people that just ends up writing crooked. So I went with the lines on the monthly. And then this is the weekly layout that I'm sorry, the daily layout that I went with. You can customize, like I said, everything. So you can decide what hours you want to have, what sections you want to have, whether you want them labeled, if you want, something like habits or gratitude or anything like that. I went completely neutral. I want this planner to work for me for the entire year. And I figured if there were set labels on the different sections that maybe I would change my mind throughout the year, and I just didn't want to do that. Plus, obviously, I have a sticker shop, so if I want to make my own labels, that's really easy for me to do. So this will be my daily. This is going to be the one that's going to sit on the desk. It's going to guide every single day throughout the year for me. It is a really big planner. I should have thought about that. I should have realized it was going to be so thick. For some reason, I didn't, but I am still excited about it. I think that I'm going to end up doing what I kind of call a like a fold out or however you want to word that, where it's hard to write when this is so big. So I'll probably end up pulling it out like this to write on it, but this will be my daily. I haven't used a daily very often, but I think it's going to be really helpful for time blocking, which is something that I want to get into more of in 2026. The second piece of my 2026 lineup is this dashboard from Ink and Volt. They are a company that's very new to me. I've never really heard of them until this year. They've probably been around, probably everyone's heard of them but me, but totally new to me. The color on this mulberry kind of, oh, it's just gorgeous and I love it. So if you open this up, you have your week at a glance. And this is also going to live on my desk. I think that I'm probably going to select a couple of business focus areas and a couple of maybe personal or household focus areas. I haven't really figured out exactly how I'm going to use every single section, but I promise I will cover that for all of these planners in follow-up videos where I go into setting them up. So I have a whole process outlined for how I'm going to set up each of the planners. So stay tuned for that if you're interested. I do post on Instagram and TikTok pictures of my planner before the pen most weeks. After the pen is always on my Patreon. So if you're more interested in seeing the utilization of how the planners support my day, my week, my month, for my plans, my goals, everything that I'm doing, Patreon is the place for that after the pen look at everything behind the scenes and how things are functioning. So this is going to be my weekly dashboard. Next up, I do have a Happy Planner. This is the only item from Happy Planner in my lineup this year, which is a big change. This is a teacher layout. Now, I'm not a teacher, so I'm not utilizing this teacher layout anywhere close to how it would normally be supposed to be used, if you will. The cover is super cute. The discs are cute, but it is not my style. So when I get to setting this one up for 2026, you can expect in that video to see me change out the cover, change out the discs, but the pages themselves are obviously the reason that I picked this planner. So it is dated. It's a 12, sorry, it's an 18 month. Is that right? 18? Nope, sorry, I'm getting all confused. It is a 12-month planner, but it started in July, it looks like. These are already months gone by. I'll be taking them out, but my purpose with this planner is going to be using it as a wellness planner. So there are 7 columns and 5 rows, which obviously if you're a teacher and you're using this for planning out your lessons and things for the week, that makes sense. For me, using it as a wellness planner, I'm going to be switching it up. So I'll be moving the days of the week to the top, and I'll be using these side rows for labels like lunch, dinner, exercise, things like that. So this will be fully morphed into a wellness planner for me. So I'm excited about this layout. This is a classic size. I have done this before in a big size, and I do tend to like to write larger, so the big usually calls to me. But this one had a couple of things working for it. It's super neutral. You just have these cute little dots, and it was on clearance. Let's be real. Some of the other parts of my lineup were budget busters. They were more expensive, and having this one on clearance, I got it for just a few dollars. It'll serve the purpose. It will serve the purpose beautifully. So yeah, the setup on this one, it's going to make it look completely different. Hopefully you'll come back for that. The last piece of my 2026 planner lineup is this journal from Live Love Posh. It is stunning. Like I can't even give you the words. It is so beautiful. It's got this velvety texture, but it doesn't sway like velvet, if that makes sense. Like if you normally rub your finger over velvet, you can see a full line. It doesn't really do that very much. It's nice and smooth. You've got this stunning gold foil florals all over the outside. It does have the little elastic, and the inside is just beautiful. Rumor is that the Pantone color of the year for 2026 is going to be teal. So we are going to start the year with teal. I did do preview videos for my Patreon, and I was torn. I got this one, and I also got the navy. And at that point in time, I hadn't made up my mind if I was going to start the year with the teal or the navy. So if you watched that video over on my Patreon and you've been waiting to find out the answer, I am going to start the year with the teal. It is a dot grid, and I'm going to be using this for my goal journal. Set up on that, obviously, also coming soon. I'm not completely sure how I'm going to set it up yet, just being honest. A lot of decisions need to be made before I'm ready to do that. But I want to do a much better job of being intentional with my goal planning in 2026. I have tried a couple of different times to create goal planners and they have failed. I have fallen off with all of them. I think it was because I was trying to be too rigid with following different guidelines and different ways to go about setting goals. And I am going to be stripping that all down and going to a really simple process for setting my goals, tracking my goals, and then evaluating them after the time period is over. So look forward to that very, very, very soon. Also, if you're still here, I'll give you a quick heads up that my holiday sales event is going to be starting next week. If you are interested in my stickers and my designs, I will be having a great big discount as well as a special limited edition sticker collection that I just drew. It is only going to be available during this special holiday event. If you're part of my Patreon, you will be receiving early access to that, and I can't wait for you to see it. So more videos coming very soon as I start to set up my 2026 planner lineup. Hope to see you come back for those. Bye-bye.